Can you feel it in the air? The clouds are rolling in. It's a matter of time. Dark skies and howling wind.
Well, good morning everybody. It is a little after 11 a.m. Sunday morning, the 31st of May, and I'm out here at not Prairie Creek, Pea Ridge, and all the video footage you've seen up until now was all filmed on my new GoPro, the Mission 1. I'm taking it out today to get clips and learn the camera. It has a new GP3 processor, which is better than the GP2, and which is in the GoPro Hero 13. So those are the cameras I've been using up until now. So now I'm switching to the Mission 1, and I'm trying to learn it, get some test footage, see what it's like, and just kind of learn it. Really hope you enjoy this clip and get some ideas of how this camera behaves. I will have to color grade the footage because I'm shooting in the flat profile, and so it'll have to be color graded. But overall, I'm kind of curious to see if the new heating, GoPro's had a long history of overheating, so supposedly this new processor handles heat better, and I'm curious to see if it's going to lock up or overheat on me. We'll see. It's a warm day, 82 degrees, humid, a little bit of wind, but not much. So we'll see how it does. All right, guys, let's get to this. I doubt you can see it, but there is a wild turkey back there, probably 20 yards. Where'd he go? Behind that tree. Ah, where is he? Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh, there's 1, 2, at least 3, maybe 4. I'll try to zoom in, but GoPros are not designed to zoom in on much. Oh, I saw him just out of my corner of my eye back there. That's wild. Okay, I'm about a little over 2 miles in, and Still hot. No surprise there. I just saw some turkeys, as you just saw a minute ago. Up here at the 3-mile mark, I'm going to take a little bit of a break. Probably do a time lapse with the feature on the camera to see how that works. What else? Yeah, I've officially retired from teaching as of last Thursday, so now I'm looking to make some routine changes in on my daily. Looking forward to do a kind of pet project is to do a podcast called the Traveling with Spinoza podcast, or for short TWS, and the podcast will be centered on Arkansas outdoor news. My TWS YouTube channel is about my own hiking trips and things like that, for people to see. If they want to know what a area is, they can maybe find it on my YouTube channel and get a preview. So that's what that's all about. This will be a separate thing where I focus on news, things that affect Arkansas outdoors. It could be anything from personal stories and interviews of people who have done some cool things, and it could range all the way up to news about what laws and bills and things are coming out of the Arkansas State Legislature. What is our governor doing? What are some environmental issues? Things like that. Yes, I will have my opinions on there, but I'm looking forward to hearing what other people think about these topics, because I sure don't know every detail and have any particular high level of expertise in any field like that. I'll just look at it from a layman's point of view and just kind of see how it strikes me, and you can fill in some of the details in the comments to correct me or agree with me or disagree, whatever you feel the need to do. So that's kind of what I'm looking at doing now. I've got my home set up as far as my camera and all the recording stuff I need, so I'm really excited about that. I'm hoping that takes off. It's probably going to take a little while, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, 2.5 something like that miles in, and I got about another half mile, 0.6, 0.7 maybe, to the 3-mile mark. So I'll talk to you when I get there. See you soon. Everybody, coming up on the 4-mile mark, just around this corner a little ways. I want to say that if you like this camera, if you've seen the footage and you like it and all of that, when you go to buy a micro SD card for it, be prepared for a little sticker shock. I bought a 128 gig card at Walmart last night, and I had purchased one about 3 months ago, something like that, 4 months ago, not terribly long, and it was like $32. And I went last night to pick up this one, and $51. I was floored. And I asked the guy, I said, you know, does this price increase have anything to do with the Iran situation? And he goes, no, not really. It's more of an AI situation. Anything related to materials related to memory, computer memory, RAM, what have you, is all really going up in price because AI is gobbling it up. So in addition to having high gas prices, which by the way, we're not in a crisis yet as far as oil goes. That's another 4 weeks away. Okay, just past the 4-mile mark right there, and we're going around this turn. I want to share with you a little interesting history at this next point, which is about the 4.5 mile mark, something like that, maybe a little further. But the interesting history here with the Pea Ridge Battlefield that I did not know about until I guess about a month ago, something like that. I ran into a park interpreter out here and got to talking with him, and that's what he told me. Well, I'll share with you what he told me, I should say. Okay, I'll talk to you in a minute. Let me explain what you see here. You see this wide open field, and on the right over there, by the way, I'm facing to the west, so to the north over there is a tree line, and then over here you have another tree line with some cannons back in the back, and you got a wooden fence structure basically running down the middle. Okay, what happened here was this. You had the Confederate troops over there on the north side, and you had Union forces over here to the left side. And the Confederates knew that the Union forces were there, and they were actually trying to send some people around to try to outflank them over there on the west end. And the Confederates thought it would be a relatively easy thing to do. And I forgot that there was a general's name. I can't remember his name though, sorry. And he engaged the Union forces over here thinking it would be pretty easy. Turned out it wasn't, and during the course of the battle, the Confederate general was shot in the chest and killed. There was another group of Confederate troops that way, which is kind of northeast, and they had been told that when they hear gunfire over here, they go ahead and march in from this direction that you're seeing right now. There was another general that had come up, had joined the battle over here, and as the battle was going on, about probably 30 minutes later, after the first general was shot and killed, the second general, Confederate general, shot and killed out here as well. And so you had two Confederate generals at the Battle of Pea Ridge die within 30 minutes of each other in the same battle. So that's what happened here. The Union forces were able to withstand the Confederates and able to you know, hold their position back over there that you're seeing now. Okay, but the interesting thing, the second interesting thing, is when that other group of Confederates came up, and you see that fence line. I don't know if the camera shows it or not, but there's a fence line right over there. And when the Confederates came up here, they engaged with Union forces over here. You see the row of cannons up there. And so there was a battle going on here. as well. So you got a battle over here, and then you had another battle on this side over here. And the interesting story about this battle over here was up here by this row of cannons. It was pretty intense, and the Confederates were actually doing pretty good, and the ammunition, the soldiers in charge of the ammunition were reloading up here, and they had some issues or something, I don't know. It was a slow process, but there was a Union soldier who had a almost like a semi-automatic type of rifle, one of those early designs that could fire multiple rounds at once, and he had one of those, and he was able to stop an advance of some Confederates trying to overrun this artillery position here. And in that process, he was shot in the side and was injured. And so the Union forces were able to reload and hold the line, and they took, after the battle, they took him and others who were injured back this way, which is basically south that you're looking at now, back to a place called Leetown. And what happened there was he was in the field hospital getting treated, and his brother just happened to be there, and he had been at the Battle of Prairie Grove prior to this and had been injured there. And here's the kicker: both of the brothers after the war were awarded Medal of Honor winners. Okay, the Medal of Honor, and they both survived. Usually Medal of Honor winners are done you know, posthumously, and they you know, they're not around to see it, but these guys lived to see their medals be awarded, which is pretty cool and pretty rare. Okay. Hope you enjoyed that little history lesson. I am not too far. I'm probably 4.6 miles. I'm probably about 2 miles away from being done, something like that. So I'll get back to it, and I hope you're enjoying some of the footage. Talk to you soon. At the 5 mile mark, about 1.5 miles left, climbing this little hill here, and then it's a long straightaway, then it's a slight incline, and another straightaway all the way to the parking lot. Another guy just walked past me carrying a water bottle. I think he even had blue jeans on, some sort of pants, red shirt. It's like, that does not look comfortable. Oh well. Do what you do. Stay in shape, I guess. Okay. See you soon. Nice little spring-fed creek. I'm in the last 0.3 miles of my hike today. Walk, not hike. So it's been about 1 hour 40 minutes. So my typical pace. So pretty good. At least I got some shade in here. That's why I like going this way. It's counter to the clock, or to the car traffic. So when I come in this way, I have cloud cover like I do now. Very nice. If you go in the other way, you're out in the field, so the last half mile is nothing but exposed sunlight. Forget that. So this is much nicer. Been a good hike, a good walk. I keep saying hike, and good exercise. Got to start hitting the weights here soon. I'll do that. I've also been trying to work on my diet, not changing up what I'm eating, but reducing my caloric intake. It's easier now that I'm out of school, because when you're in school you tend to eat more or want to eat more. So when you're not in school, it's less of a desire that you have. You don't feel the need to eat quite as frequently. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. And if you do get the Mission 1 camera by GoPro, I think you'll like it. I've been using it for the last almost 2 hours and no issues. And I think the film footage is going to be pretty nice, but we'll see. I'll let you judge that for yourself. So anyway, come back to the channel. Won't be hiking probably for a while, so you might see more videos like this. Who knows? But thanks again, and I'll talk to you later.